In case y'all are wondering why my head's wet, I showered a while ago, so yeah. Now I just wanted to let y'all. Hold on. Now I just wanted to say, when y'all get in the chat, I I just want to ask y'all this: what was that one knife for y'all that you just couldn't walk by it without putting it in your pocket? For me, it was. Well, we got somebody in. Somebody is in who is my first person of the day. Now, y'all let me know, what was that one knife for y'all that you just couldn't walk by without putting it in your pocket? For me, it was that old M-Tech with the Damascus blade I had. I don't have it anymore, but y'all know the knife I'm talking about, for you people that's been with the channel for a long time. Y'all know the knife I'm talking about. My Benchmade, my old Frost cutlery folder, and this baby right here, my Microtech Ultratech. This thing has been rode and put up wet. I absolutely love this thing. Only complaint is, after you've carried them for so long and put years of wear and tear on them, they start to get off track. The blade will. But other than that, I love Microtech, man. These things are so slick and so fun to use. Like, hold on. Like this right here may take you a little, may take you a little bit of a few passes, but I mean, full size paper, you could get it. You could get a paper trimmed up to whatever size you wanted. Like, hold on. I mean, it may take you a couple passes, but I completely screwed that up. Yet again. And again. It may take you a couple passes, but yeah. So y'all let me know down in the chat, what was that one knife that you just couldn't walk by without putting it in your pocket? I mean, for me, this baby right here is at the pretty much at the top of the list. Has been for about 5 years. I can. Well, I didn't screw that all the way up, but well, that was tearing. So, but that's not the knife fault. That's my fault. I mean, hell, look at this. I'll have to work on the edge a little bit. Get this edge to just the way I like it. So, kind of going into a dark room right now. Y'all can kind of see it. We're going to wet this stone, this sharpening stone, all the way around. Get this edge to the way I like it. So, who's my wonderful 2 people that came into alive? We're going to use this paper here that we've already been cutting out. Doesn't really good work. Paper. Come on, work on this. What? Well, now we're about there. Now I know that right there, that part of the edge where I'm running my finger at is is the sharpest part of the knife. So I'm trying to get the bottom half to the same amount of sharpness on this as there is on this top half. Okay. I screwed that up. And the button came off. And got me sold on my protects. Watch this. Oh, you're opening boxes or something, doing whatever you're doing. You need the pocket knife. Go from Microtech back in your pocket. I mean, these things right here are so slick and fun to use for just like EDC stuff. even on the fact that this thing is like very reliable, it has been for the past, I don't know, about 5 years. It's starting to come off track. The blade's starting to come off track pretty regularly. So I need me a new knife. I really do. That right there is what got me sold on Marketex. I mean, because all you're doing, whatever you're doing, you're opening packages or opening a letter or whatever. Need your knife. Go for a Marketex. I completely screwed that up. Yeah. Now, like I was saying, before I was rudely interrupted by my screw up, the thing that got me sold on Microtex was, you know, you're opening a letter or something, opening packages, doing whatever you're doing, you need your knife. Go for Microtex, and back in the pocket. Except you wouldn't screw it up like I did. Oh, you're opening letters or something, need your knife. Go for Microtex and do that. Back in the pocket. I love it. I did send an email out to Cobra Tech Knives. They make knives just like this one. I think this is a Microtech. If it ain't, and I just don't know what knife this is from, then my apologies. Only thing I don't like about them is after you put years of wear and tear on them, they start to get off track. One way to fix that, WD-40. Okay. That's a little flimsy, so woohoo! Hey, watch this. Oh, you're opening something, right? Except you wouldn't screw it up like I did just the first time. Back in the pocket. Oh, say it one more time? Okay. And the blade will get off track if it's a old knife. One way to fix that, WD-40. That's something my papa always used till the day he died. Knife would get jammed, WD-40. Lock was getting stiff, WD-40. Toolbox wasn't open, WD-40. I see you do. Da-da. Well, I see you in the chat. That counts, right? Miles, what's up, brother? But I mean, I see you in the chat, Daddy. That counts, right? I was just asking a while ago. I asked the viewers, what was that one knife that you just couldn't walk by without putting it in your pocket? For me, it was my Benchmade, uh, Uncle Ted, my Frost cutlery folder you, for the viewers that don't know what's going on up in my demonic twisted brain of ideas. And, Uncle Ted, Big Jake, that's a fixed blade I got for the viewers who are new to the channel. And my old M-Tech with the Damascus blade. And can't forget yeah. But yeah. Uh yeah. We name all our knives. Like this one here. Spider-Man. All right. I like it, Miles. I like it, Miles. I am. Well, I'll tell you one thing that got me sold on Microtex is, except you wouldn't screw it up like I did. And if it's not a very old knife, then it wouldn't get off track. But I mean, you're opening a letter or something, opening packages, something like that. Oh, oh Lord. Oh Lord. Y'all don't pay attention to what's going on outside, but yeah, man. You just got the iPhone 16. That's cool, man. I haven't had the joy of smoothness in iPhone in a long time. But one of the things that got me sold on Microtex was, like, you're opening a letter or opening packages or something, you need it. Except it wouldn't get off track like that. Let's just say that yours was running smoothly. You take it out. I have a Samsung. We had iPhone when we lived over in Claiborne County, and some guy got into Daddy's account, stole a bunch of monies, and that resorted into us having to be forced to switch to Android. I did not like that decision, but what can you do? In case you didn't see the short I cut from my old channel, the one that I was building before this channel right here was born, I made a video about it, and Daddy and I were just like, we get to continue making amazing content for y'all to watch. Yep. Alright, see you later, brother. Let's see if I can get this thing. I think is sharp. Now, I'll tell y'all a funny story. Me and my buddies back home, we used to make these little paper torpedoes. We'd make it just into a round, hard ball, and then we'd make it where it'd be small enough to fit in a straw. And say, for instance, we was gonna get even with somebody, we'd walk up and with a straw. And I don't know if you ever been hit in the face by a round, hard object coming at you at full speed before, but it don't feel good. Well, ain't it creating the highlight? There we go. Mr. Unknown, what's going on, brother? Hello, hello, hello. You're new here. Welcome to the channel, brother. I am just sitting here talking to folks, having some laughs, and all around just chilling. You have a request. Alright, let's hear it. You have a request. Well, what's your request? sub him? Uh, I don't know who him is. The animator, sir. Uh, but have YouTube. Okay. Alright. Anti-Dilview on. I did. If I butchered your name, my apologies, but what are you on about? Uh, just answering Mr. Unknown's questions. I'm just on here talking to folks and having laughs and just chilling. Something me and my buddies used to do. We'd take a paper and cut it up into small pieces. And what we do is we've just create these little paper torpedoes, and we'd put them in a straw. Say for instance we was gonna get even with somebody, we'd just walk up and he is Canadian, he is a comedian. Okay, I'll have to look into it. Famous catchphrase. Okay. He's not so famous with me. 'Cause I ain't never heard of it. Oh, I appreciate your honesty. I mean, one thing I like about viewers on the channel is honesty. It sound little. Tristan David, what's going on, brother? Uh, why did you get this live recommended to you? I don't know. I guess YouTube just wanted to tell you to go check out what was going on in my world. But other than that analogy, I couldn't tell you, brother. Where is a knife? A little Applejack? Like Applejack? I don't know. Yes, I do. I do like people to be honest. You got me there. I'll look into it. I, uh, I don't know, dude. This he Mr. Unknown just appeared and just started questioning, which I have no problem with, you know. I mean, one thing I like for viewers to be on here is honest. So, but yes, I do have hunting guns. M1 Grand? I don't know if that would be I don't know if that would be too much of a. Yeah, that's what I thought. It was a automatic. So yeah, semi-auto. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, don't try to shoot me across the screen, man. I don't think you'd be able to make that far of a shot. I mean, you would have to have a rifle that would get out pretty far in order to do that. I mean, where are you even watching this from? Yes. Well, there's a problem with that. It's in Knoxville at our storage unit. All right. Uh, hold on. Hold on, Tristan. I'm fixing to put an end to this right now. All right. So, Tristan, Well, Tristan, I seen where Mr. Unknown was trying to cause trouble, so I kind of had to put him to sleep. Okay. Well, Owen, I am just sitting here chilling. It's a it's a Microtech Ultratech. I've had this for 5 years. Made in the USA, and it has been a workhorse. Yeah, I do hunt. I just ain't been able to do no hunting this year due to the fact that the equipment you would need for hunting is went up through the roof, and ammunition. Yes, they do. They make good quality out the front. I'll tell you another company that makes good OTFs is Cobra Tech. They're a completely different company, and they make good quality OTFs. I've had them. Okay. Spyderco backlock folder. That's good. That's a good one. I've been reaching out to a couple companies to see if we could get us some more sponsors, because we already have one sponsor that we do business with called Alpha Gear. Yeah, I got a lot of buddies that carry Spyderco. Well, Alpha Gear, they make smartwatches, and this is smartwatches on steroids. See, because all right, Let me just set this down here for a minute. The alpha gears, they keep up with your heart rate, oxygen, stress level, blood pressure, stuff like that. And they are indestructible. I've had mine for, I ain't got it on now, but I've had mine for almost a year. Okay? And it's still got plenty of life left. There ain't no cracks, no tears, no nothing. I mean, heck, and another thing is, I can drop that watch in a cup of water, pick it up, shake it off, put it back on, and turn it on. It still goes like it had never been dropped in anything. They're waterproof, dustproof, and yeah, and they stay charged 20 days at a time. So that way you don't have to charge them every freaking night. Alright? So, yeah, man. My dad, he's got one too. It's the Raptor Pro. And mine is the Delta. Hold on. I'm going to see if I can find it. Alright. Let's get this thing up here. Ugh. Here it is, right here. This is the Delta. I think I charged this one last week, and it's still got plenty of life left. But as you can see, this thing has been bumped and beat on, and it still looks about as good as the day I got it. Well, I got mine after we got the sponsorship with Alpha Gear, so my dad, he called them and they sent it to us for free, but I think they're about like, the most they cost is $100, but other than that, they're pretty friendly on the budget. But yeah, man, it's the Alpha Gear Delta. Daddy's is the Raptor Pro. If you're interested in one and you want to save some money, make sure to use discount code ALPHAZM. I think it'll save you like 10%. Where do we advertise them? We just have a sponsorship with them, and we'll advertise them anywhere. Like how I'm advertising them right here, right now, in my own house. What other sponsors would I like to get? For starters, Bearskin Tactical, Emerson Knives, Brunt Workwear. I would like to see if I can get a sponsorship with Spyderco, but don't know how much success I'm going to get on that one. Cold Steel, Ariat Boots and Workwear, Cobra Tech, the company that I was telling Tristan about that makes about as good out the fronts as Microtech does. Yeah, man. I'm told that Ernie started making folders for a lot of military guys. So that's telling me instantly that he makes quality stuff. Cause if if a special operations guy looks at a knife, he uses it and it's a hunk of junk. He ain't trusting that on the battlefield. So I mean, now I come from a long line of operators, so I have learned this basically from them and my and just also from my experience with knives. I mean, if I use a knife and it's a hunk of junk, I just ain't carrying it. I just ain't carrying it no more. I'm gonna find some place to dump the hunk of junk knife that I use in the trash, and I'm not gonna look back. That's like I had a Smith and Wesson spring assisted. How many knives do I own? Well, I have, yeah, the CQC7 and the 8010. That's that's pretty good. If we do get the sponsorship with Emerson, I'll come on here and let y'all know what I think of the knife after I use it. I would like to get either the Vindicator or the Commander. But I don't know how much success I'll have with that, but in the words of the little boy, only one way to find out. But after I use the knife and get comfortable with it, I'll come on here and give a review about it if we get it. The 8010 is a Demco knife? Alright. But yeah, man, if we do get the sponsorship deal with Emerson, after I get comfortable with the knife and I use it on a regular basis, I'll come on here and give a review about it. I would like, if we did ended up getting the deal with Emerson, I would like to either get the Vindicator or the Commander. But if I do, groovy. If I don't, it is what it is. Yeah, the Vindicator, it has wave technology. Yeah, I like recurves. But the Vindicator, it has wave technology, G10 handle scales, and it has uses a steel. I think it's S35 or something, but but yeah, man. I'm told that it is a workhorse. Oh, yeah, it just dawned on me. It's 154 CM steel. My bad. I was thinking of something different. But yeah, 154 CM, G10 handle scales, wave technology, and I'm told that the Vindicator is a workhorse. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I know guys that got Emerson's when they were made right, like even before they were even available on the civilian market. So, but I know of one guy, he's got a commander that was made before they were even available on the civilian market, and one of the handle scales moved, and it moved, and you just pressed it with the palm, with the this side of your hand, and it would, this right here is, I'm just going to simulate, move, and it would come out, but it wouldn't come out the front because commander's a folder. All right. Yeah, a lot of them are. That's like Benchmade's. I've seen them go up for like $300. And then I seen a Combat Trudon that Microtech. Well, it's a Microtech Combat Trudon, but it's on Ridge Runner blades. Cause I mean they got a big deal going with Microtech. But I seen one and it was like $650. I said, $650? I'm buying a gun for that price. But yeah, man. That's one of the reasons why I'm hoping we get this deal with Emerson. Because, I mean, there's guys out there just like you that are wanting to buy a quality knife. Yeah. But, you know, I mean, that's the reason why that I hope we get this deal with Emerson. Because, I mean, I know a ton of guys out there just like you that are trying to buy a reliable quality knife that's going to last them for years and years and years, but they just can't afford it. I've been in the retail business for years, and I've worked with a lot of guys who couldn't afford an Emerson or a Benchmade or a Microtech or nothing like that because they're too daggum expensive for them. They can't afford it. Now, I ain't cracking no Poe jokes, but cause I know what it's like to be Poe. But that's what I say. You know, that's one of the main reasons why I hope we get this deal with Emerson. And another thing is nothing wrong with this one here. Yeah. And another thing is, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with this one here, but sometimes the blade will get off track sometimes. Ain't running smooth now. Trying to get it to where I can show you. See there? I mean, it's not an everyday occurrence, but I mean, after you start getting it happening to you quite regularly, it can become aggravating, you know, because I use this knife to to dig scrap metal out of a hole one time, and it took me, I don't know how many minutes. Yeah. I mean, and every now and again, like, this don't happen, like, right out of the box. This is after you put years of wear and tear on them. Like, as you can see, there's a little bit of the red paint on the handle that's starting to fade and turn back to white because of the years of wear and tear I've put on it. I've had this knife for 5 years. So, my rule of thumb is, like I tell people all the time, okay, if I need a knife, I need that thing to work. And I need that thing to work in pretty short fashion. So, and another thing, hold on just a minute. Ugh. 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 That's kind of like one of the main things that got me sold on out the fronts was, like, say for instance, we're gonna mimic this short piece of paper as either a letter envelope or a box or something like that. You're doing whatever you're doing. You need your knife. Go for your out the front. Unless you wouldn't screw it up like I did, and back in your pocket. Let's do that again to get a better perspective. Let's say you're opening an envelope or doing whatever you're doing. You need your knife. Cut whatever you need to cut. Back in your pocket. I mean, these things here, yeah, they can get aggravating after you put years of wear and tear on them, but I mean, it is so slick and a blast to carry around and use. I just sharpened it a while ago. I mean, cause like right here, my aim ain't that very good. I mean, even if I do end up tearing it, that's not the knife's fault. That's my fault. Yeah. Right now, but I've been looking for me one of them work sharps. The little grinder that you just turn on and you run your knife for I've seen knives sharpened with a work sharp and that thing be stupid sharp. Sharpening system. Like out wetting the sharpening stone, I usually like to use the side of the sharpening stone, and I just run it like that, you know. Yeah. Yeah, they can take a lot of material off fast. But, I mean, I got a pretty steady hand. So, I mean, I'll just take it down and just run it like that, you know. I completely screwed that up. Mm, uh, that's a little flimsy. Screwed that up again, but you get the picture. But yeah, man, once I get a work sharp, I'll do some sharpening videos where I just turn it on and run it run it down the grind belt. I can't wait to have a work sharp in here. I mean, when I need to sharpen a knife, that will save me so much time. But like you said a while ago, they can take a lot of material off fast. I mean, like right here. I mean, it might take a little bit, but I mean, I can make a pass and cut through pretty deep. Unless I screw it up like I just did. But, yeah, man. Fun stuff fixing to start happening in the near future. I'm just gonna go throw some stuff away real quick. I'll be back. Oh. Tristan, you still here, bro? Tristan, you still with me, brother? I call this one Spider-Man. Oh, Spider-Man, oh, Spider-Man. How I love you, oh, Spider-Man. And it got off track once again. I need to go to Bluefield and get some WD-40. But I'm kind of on the broke relatives budget, so that's not gonna be happening anytime soon. Y'all, I think I'm fixing to wrap this up, because, I mean, it's safe to say that Tristan has left. And, we ain't getting nobody else. This is about the time that the live starts to wind down. So, y'all have a good one. Was good talking to y'all, and y'all have a good night, good morning, whatever it is at your house. And, y'all stay safe. Deuces.